Hi Collective, welcome to my channel Crystal Shadow Work. Hi everyone. So this is going to be an empowerment reading that I'm doing as I feel very guided at this time to step up and to start doing more of these because I'm really finding that as chosen ones are definitely standing up in our power, right? And a lot of us are coming together and helping others step into their power, getting the encouragement that they need at this time to really keep going with their missions and to not be derailed, right? Because as we know that the darkness is rising, right? It's getting very challenging, right? There's all sorts of, psychological attacks, spiritual warfare, just all sorts of stuff is going on, But no, this is more than ever why we all need to unite, come together and stand up because, we need to shine our light on all of this darkness, right? And what's very exciting is that even with all of this happening, we are still rising up into this Christ consciousness, into the 5D and getting away from this evil, this 3D matrix, all sorts of stuff, right? So, you chosen ones, you're definitely being called at this time. Many are being activated. Many have been activated, right? But so many are starting to awaken all over the world. And it's so beautiful because it's like a chain reaction. It's like magnetically. It has to do with the vibrations of energy, okay? There's different levels of spiritual ascension. There's lots of different things. Okay. Sorry, I think I'm waking up my little one. If you guys feel guided to me, if you are guided to this reading, and you feel as though you're a chosen one, you feel as though, you're going through a lot of stuff at this time, this is definitely confirmation that you have in fact been activated. So you definitely need to subscribe to my channel and watch my videos, whatever you guys feel guided to. You can take a look at any of them. They're all timeless, okay? But especially my readings, like you've seen a lot of them have even changed since the equinox. So a lot of them have changed because that is when I fully stepped into the 5D Christ consciousness, and I've been receiving massive downloads and been getting guided to doing a lot of readings of empowerment and enlightenment to help a lot of you, because I know that a lot of you are going to be awakening at this time. So, and also because it's Libra season. Now, Libra season is all about balance and justice. And what you don't understand, or what a lot of people might not understand, is for this new world, right, a shifting to the 5D consciousness, we're all rising up, okay? We're elevating our vibration so high, in fact, that everything that's not in alignment with that energy frequency is going to be getting dissolved or disappearing or redirected or moved away. Because it's like magnets. It's so powerful that it's like everybody in this 5D energy is coming together, and everybody that's not is going to be not coming with them, right? So you may be starting to just internally feel as though these energies, they totally make you want to walk away, distance yourself, create space, because it's like once you get into this beautiful high vibrational energy, you now have this strong sense of empowerment, and you are not wanting to let others bring you down, and you're really starting to see through everything like glass, is what I'm saying. Everything's like crystal clear, so you can see people's true intentions. You can see the truth of things. So it's like you could be around somebody for a minute, or not even a minute, 20 seconds, and you can already tell if there's a true intention towards you. Okay, just a minute, guys. Okay, sorry about that. So 4:34 is when I stopped the clock, or I had to pause the video. I always say that sometimes those are angel numbers when I have interruptions, because you learn to start to embrace things like that. You start to see the interworkings of everything, why in fact they happen, things like that, and you learn to have patience, and you learn to just kind of go with the flow a lot more. So Yeah, you guys are going to be getting a lot of things revealed and exposed to you this Libra season. And a lot of it is for you to get emotionally free, for you to get the clarity that you need, for you to be able to ascend into this 5D energy and be able to release and let go of everything and be in this high vibration of love, right? So with this being in Libra season, this is creating a lot of balance, right? The scales are meant to be balanced. It's also a time of when karma is served, right? And these, if you're surrounding yourself with people and energies that are of this low vibration, or have been, people that create a lot of toxicity because, you know, your world is a reflection of how you are inside. So it's like as within, so without. It's like if you do a lot of destructive behavior and you have a lot of hurt and all of this stuff, when you're looking out into the world, that's all that you see. And it kind of works in the way laws of attraction. I mean, of course it does, but what I mean is that it's even more powerful than now to help with this shift, because people that in fact are of such low vibration and are being like self-destructive and harming others, even if they have good energies in front of them, people that are loving and caring and kind, they're not going to in fact see that, because it's like they're only seeing what they feel inside, and it's going to kind of make them want to in turn walk away as well. So a lot of these energies might not be you deciding to walk away. Some of them may be them in fact, because they're starting to feel this intense energy too. And it's like the light irritates the demons, you may hear, like that's getting even more and more powerful, because it's like as we start to ascend and raise our vibration, like more and more abundance and blessings and light is shined upon us, that it's really irritating these people. So a lot of these people that are in fact just so broken inside and toxic that they are just jealous and envious, and it's making them angry and mad, that they're self-sabotaging and they are causing, just self-destructive patterns. Like some of them are like third partying and doing these things, but it's working in the ways of karma, because it's allowing them to kind of self-destruct where you guys can disconnect and move on. And how I'm going to say that's going to be helpful is because I'm going to talk about my situation, okay? Like in fact, the love connection that I was with, he just third party betrayed me, all sorts of stuff, when we had so much love for each other, so I thought, right? I still think that he did. Maybe he didn't. Maybe it was about manipulation and control the whole time. I don't know. But he had so much karma and he was so broken and hurt inside that, he didn't want to accept. He didn't want to see, in fact, my light. He didn't want to see the love that I was trying to show him, the love that I was trying to put out to the world. He didn't want to see, in fact, that I'm here helping to try to save this world, and I tried so hard to heal him. I wanted him to do this mission with me, but you can't save people. It's their own position to do so. But what I'm saying is that I was starting to feel, as I was ascending and he was not, I was trying everything I could to try to get him to awaken and try to find what those inner wounds were and try to get him to release the hurt, try to get him to come up. But you can't make people do that, right? So for some of you, like, you have to leave some people behind, right? And it's like I knew that I had to do that, but I didn't know how I was going to do that, right? Well, when he started to feel me pull back my energy, that's when he, it started to irritate him, even more. And it made him so angry that it caused him to go third party, caused of betrayal and all of this stuff. But, in the end, like when Source brought this to me, to show me, like I had known, but I was waiting to get that proof, it really set me free, because yes, I'm very much heartbroken, but it set me free too, because I know that it was an injustice, and you know what I mean. It's like sometimes when you get hurt like that, it's easier to accept that, for you to walk away, for you to let go. Like I would have been it was stopping me from going and serving my mission, I feel, because I kept feeling as though I had to save him. I didn't want to leave him behind because I wanted to ascend. But so it's like if something hurtful or betrayal like that didn't happen, it would have taken me a lot longer to be able to detach, right? So, that's what I wanted to tell you guys, that's why sometimes things get revealed to you. You don't know why. Sometimes you may even be, gosh, I wish I didn't know that, or why did that do that? Because now I'm so angry and so, or whatever, or so hurt, but you don't realize that in fact that actually allows you to move forward. It's like being broken open and fully feeling your emotions. Sometimes it's quicker. It's like the, like the ripping the Band-Aid off, it's faster, it's done, like that sort of thing. And I don't know, it's going to be helpful for somebody. You fully might not understand it. Maybe it doesn't work that way for everybody, but it does for some of you, right? Definitely there's different levels and layers of betrayal and all of that. I'm fully aware of that, but I just felt to explain my story because it's going to be helpful to somebody, okay? But yeah, so, and also this is the time of karma too, and it's not meant for you to reap others' karma as well. And unfortunately, you do if you surround yourself with energies. That's why it's like, if you're not supposed to be in a situation. That if somebody's doing something wrong, you walk away, right? So it's one of those things like, you really have to trust your intuition at this time. If you're feeling called to let go of situations, walk away from things, you need to trust that. Because you're also being guided away from tower moments, away from people receiving their karma at this time. Things like that. But know that things are meant to come into balance. So whatever you do, lose, right? It's going to be replaced with something better, something to balance that scale, because there was an imbalance, and God sees all, right? Everything that's going on behind closed doors, everything that's going on. All right, so that's happening collectively for everyone. I think I started this as a moment of encouragement, a reading for encouragement, but I wanted to put a special message out there for the chosen ones, light workers, 144,000, as we're rising up, coming together, because it's very much I'm creating my platform for it, but now I'm starting to feel empowered to do collective readings for whoever is starting to be a big part of this shift, right? Because guys, the chosen ones are the ones that, are initiated, getting activated first, and then we're uniting and coming together, and we're starting to awaken and activate and bring as many souls with us as we can. So, guys, chosen ones, like I had done a reading last night that, I was inspired to do because I had a very... I don't even know how I want to tell this in, because it's not for everybody, but it's just if you feel that you're in a situation that is like very self-destructive, like, and you're starting to feel like that you're in danger and things like that, and you're feeling that you need to make major change and stuff like that, and your intuition is really talking to you, need to make major changes, because in fact some of these energies that are around you, it's like when people start to see you leaving them and the karma is starting to come down on these people, if you're still surrounding them, it can make them very, very mad. And when people are in this energy of having, nothing to lose and things like that, you need to be careful. Now, we are divinely protected, right? Us chosen ones very much are. And, so God sees those things, but you got to listen and things like that. I definitely know that I was divinely protected and guided out of the situation that I was in, but see, like, it was then made known to me and made clear to me. So that way I know to keep my distance, I know to protect myself, because in fact, the devil, especially these people that get in low vibrational energies and things like that, embodying that devil energy, they can be very unstable and unsafe, right? So I had done a little reading last night where I felt to give some guidance for anybody in those situations. It's kind of like those things, like you still have to, yes, you have divine protection stuff, and the angels are going to be sending people in to help protect you and guide you out of situations, but you really need to be listening and going with the flow. So if you're being guided out of a situation, if you're feeling uneasy and things like that, really listen to those feelings. And that can go for anybody as well. right? But if you guys feel guided to that reading, you can take a look. It's down below. But remember, only take what you feel. You always trust what you feel, right? Okay? Just because you're guided to a reading, you know, you might just be getting the enlightenment from some of it. It might not be all about you, right? But yeah, there's been a lot of injustices, you know, in the world, and karma season's about making those things right, and there's a big shift going on. So, all right. So anyway, I had to check on my little one, and so I'm going to do another reading here in a little bit, but this is just another message of encouragement for anybody who finds it, and also for my chosen ones, silent workers, earth angels, 144,000. You guys, you got to step into your power, and some of the things that could, this will probably be another reading that I'm doing, is that some of you that aren't feeling your empowerment, you're feeling as though you're not in fact a chosen one or gifted because people don't see it, or maybe you've been surrounded by this energy where people are always taking advantage of you, and you're like, well, why am I so gifted? Why am I, you know, how am I chosen? How am I have all these gifts, abilities? Nobody sees them but only me. And a lot of it's because you've been hidden in plain sight. Because if your enemies truly knew your power, your potential, they would have blocked you. They would have stopped you. And in fact, a lot of you don't realize that some of them did know, and they were blocking you on purpose. So some of them very much knew you were chosen, were blocking you on purpose. And others, it's because they were so dark inside and the devil had control of them. He blocked them from seeing you in your essence, from seeing you in that light. Like, yeah, they've seen you getting all of this attention and love and seeing how things are always happening for you. Yeah, because when you're of high vibration and you're in this beautiful energy, that's all you attract. And us earth angels and light workers and 144,000, like, we just see love because we're on that vibration of love. That's why even our enemies, even our people that hurt us, we still want to send them love and healing. And that's part where you have to learn your boundaries. And that's been part of my problem, is even when people have been so self-destructive and hurtful to me, I still send them healing and stuff because I'm trying to save everybody. And a big thing I've had to learn is that I can only show them, and it's up to everybody else. It's why you're here. Why you have free will over your soul. That's how you make your decisions. That's how you choose your fate. So, yeah, don't give up your hope. A lot of you chosen ones, you're like sleepers. You know, some of you are going to be activating, you know, because it's such dark energies that kept you guys hidden. But yeah, a lot of you were hidden in plain sight. And when you rise and you start to awaken and you start to ascend and you start to show the world who you are, they're all going to know. You were hidden in plain sight. A lot of you were. A lot of us was. I was one. And the world's going to know who we all are. God intended for it that way. And a lot of it is going to be serving massive amount of karma, because a lot of them are going to be, when we all ascend and start shining out like we already are, it's going to be so profound. So much abundance, so much, like so fast, like they're going to know, wow, it's going to be undeniable that God elevated us, that God united us, that we very much are the chosen, here to save this world. Alright guys, that was my reading. Definitely subscribe, like the video, that helps spread it, right? Spreads love and light, and it's going to help this reach other chosen ones and anybody who needs this guidance. So definitely like it, share it, subscribe. You know, you're sending love out into the world just by doing that. Alright guys, love you. Check out more readings. Bye.